Hi everyone. Today it's the second day of the second month of the year, also February 2nd, 2024. As the video suggests, the title-wise, it's a preview of a family trip which has been, long since COVID 4 years ago. So that is the purpose of family trip, traveling together with my parents. And this time I'm traveling with my parents to the UK, which my parents have been to before. So a bit of a background, there are 4 countries in the UK: England, Scotland, my parents have been to, then also Wales and Northern Ireland. So this time I'm traveling with my parents to the UK, specifically, as you can see, probably now or maybe later, to England and Scotland. So as family trip, we're traveling not only for sightseeing but also visiting some of my parents' friends who have already migrated to the UK because of some reasons. Based on the recent situation in Hong Kong. So time-wise, we are traveling between February 3rd and 17th, which is across technically 3 Saturdays, also across the Chinese New Year, because Chinese New Year is happening, falls on February 10th, which is another Saturday. So obviously we are flying to the UK and we are landing in London, as in London Heathrow, because there are quite a lot of airports in London. And of course you're wondering if we are flying directly between Hong Kong and London Heathrow, and the answer is no, unfortunately, because my parents themselves, they already booked the flight September last year, and I made a separate booking, but of course as a family trip I have to follow their same itinerary. And I remember they said because of the price wise whatsoever, we will need to make a stop in Beijing capital. There are also more than one airport in Beijing, but this time we are flying to Beijing capital in both way as a transit. So Hong Kong, Beijing capital, London Heathrow, and then London Heathrow, Beijing capital, and then back to Hong Kong. So yes, we need to make a stop in Beijing. But anyways, where are we traveling in UK, in England and Scotland? So quite a lot. So we will pretty much use public transport in England, as in Oxford, Cambridge and Leeds, or maybe where my parents' friends are at across these 3 cities in the UK. England, maybe they will give us a lift. But once we are in Scotland, as in specifically Isle of Skye and also Wick, we will drive. My parents drive, I do not, but my parents do, so not an issue. And I also forgot London. Finally, when we come back from Wick back to London, we will also use a public transport before we go back to Hong Kong via Beijing. Okay, specifically tomorrow, February 3rd, Saturday, yes, we'll fly from Hong Kong to London Heathrow via Beijing capital. Then we'll go straight to Oxford across the weekend until February 6th, Tuesday, where we will go to Cambridge. Then February 8th, Thursday, we will go to Leeds. Then on the first day of the Chinese New Year, which is the Year of Dragon, yes, a bit of a background, which is also Saturday, we are traveling to Isle of Skye, but also we drive, but we will rent a car in Edinburgh. So until the next day, February 11th, Sunday, we will go to Wick. Then another Tuesday, February 13th, we will drive back from Wick to Edinburgh to return our rented car. Then we will make our way down back to London, where we'll stay until February 16th and Friday, where we will fly back to Hong Kong. Then overnight flight from London to Beijing, so we'll arrive Beijing, therefore Hong Kong on February 17th, Saturday. So that is 3 nights in Oxford, 2 nights in Cambridge, 2 nights in Leeds, 1 night in Isle of Skye, 2 nights in Wick, and finally 3 nights in London. So that is 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 13, where the remaining one is that night we'll board the plane from London to Beijing. So that it's technically 14 days and 14 nights in the UK, or in general 15 days and 14 nights as per the whole family trip. So in terms of the restriction wise, I mean, I know it's already 2024, COVID, technically already gone, but I would still like to provide some sort of information in case you're traveling to China or the UK or whatsoever. So China, as of November last year, the China customs already announced it will no longer require us who are leaving or enter China to fill in the entry or exit health declaration card. And also I mean, that means no more COVID restrictions, requirements, as testing, vaccination whatsoever. No more from November last year if you're traveling, in this case for us, from Hong Kong to Beijing capital, or London Heathrow back to Beijing capital, which is no need. Very good. So into the UK, regardless of England or Scotland, thanks to our passport nationality, Hong Kong SAR, we do not need a visa to come into or travel through the UK, and we do not need to fill in a passenger locator form, which is name wise, but pretty much it's also a travel declaration, and also no testing or vaccination requirements. So it's pretty much simple as long as you have boarding pass, relevant identity documents to travel to China or the UK whatsoever. Pretty much it's simple as before pre-COVID, which is that convenient. So that's pretty much the details of the family trip of the year, which is mine to Australia and beyond 5.0 between February 3rd, Saturday, tomorrow, until officially back to Hong Kong, the end of the trip. It's February 17th, which is 2 weeks Saturday later, to when we are traveling to United Kingdom, UK, yes, UK, specifically to England and Scotland. So hopefully this introductory video will be useful for my viewers if you're traveling or maybe even transiting in China or the UK. As usual, please really appreciate it if you could like the video, subscribe to this channel, and maybe leave a comment, or or follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, so you guys won't miss out me traveling with my parents in the UK, again in England and Scotland specifically. And I will see you guys tomorrow when you join me on my flight from Hong Kong firstly to Beijing capital. Don't forget, my parents already got the travel SIM card as we are visiting across the UK, and also great British pound as the currency of UK. Not only cash, but major card payments are also acceptable across the UK.